most racist comic you'll see tonight, so don't worry about that. Keep it going for your next comic, a good friend of mine, Namhoon! Such a good friend, he doesn't even know how to say my last name. Hun. Namhoon. Oh, man. You guys see, Chris's beard is so nice. I want that beard so bad. He's literally like 10 years younger than me, you guys, so he looks really old, but he's not, and I look really young, and I'm beautiful. Awesome. But I can't grow anything, like, I can't even grow a baby version of that beard. But he's a really good friend, so he'll totally like let me touch it anytime I want. Oh man, I was watching that movie, The Bucket List, recently. You don't need to know about the movie, but it just made me think I need to write a bucket list, man, because I could die anytime, any day. I was just like, I could be at home just puffing glue, having the time of my life, living it up, you know. Just looking around, I'm like, oh man, the toaster is dirty. I'm gonna give it a bath. You sit in the front row and talk. Not cool. So I started writing a bucket list. And I got some really good stuff on there. First thing, I gotta drink out of human skull someday. I don't care whose skull it is. Could be one of yours. I don't care. Doesn't matter what I'm drinking out of it. Grape Kool-Aid, Jaeger bomb. Doesn't matter. This thing would be fun, man. It made me feel good. I want to drive through the mall someday. I saw that on the Blues Brothers, and it just looked like the bomb. I gotta ride an ostrich. I have to, man. People don't know this. They have like a razor sharp beak and like vicious talons, and that's the closest you'll ever get to riding a velociraptor. That's what I need to do. Finally, before I die, I really, really want to beat up a Russian. Hella bad. It's called revenge. The great thing about these goals is that I think I can get them all done in one day. I just get myself an ostrich, and I'm like, it's as good as a car, and I take it to the mall. They're like, oh, this is my ostrich. I named him Steve Harvey. He's vicious and he'll wreck you. And I go up to the Orange Julius. I'll be like, yo, fill this skull up with Orange Julius. And be like, where'd you get this skull? I'm like, I'm not telling you. It's a mystery skull, man. And I go up to some guy in the food court, and I'm like, hey, you Russian? He'd be like, no, my grandparents are from Czech, but I was born here, so technically, and I just kick him in the face. And I throw a birdseed on him, and Steve Harvey, and just start ripping him up. I'm like, that's the Cold War. That's the Cold War, man. Because I'm still pissed off about the Cold War. Speaking of the Cold War, though, I was making out with this chick. And it was just getting so hot and heavy and stuff. And like, she was just like, oh, damn, do sex on me. And I'm like, girl, I'm gonna do sex on you hard right now. So she disrobes, and I take off my pants, and you guys know how sex works, right? I go to put my thingy in there, and I was like, oh, that feels weird. What is wrong with you? And she's like, because it felt like leather. It felt like dried leather. It felt like I was trying to put my wiener between the cushions of like a leather couch. I was like, that is wrong, girl. And she told me, she's like, I'm not wet yet. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she explained how female sex organs work. And I'm like, well, that's great, but I don't care. Let's have sex. And she's like, well, you can try turning me on. I'm like, I've been up in glue all day. I don't have energy for that. She's like, well, I guess you could try spitting on it. I'm like, that is a bad idea. Because there is so much glue in my spit. It'll totally ruin you for any other man. So we did it anyway. We did it dry. It was great for me. But the next time I was with her, I was like, I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'm gonna be prepared. So I was like, what's gonna make me salivate? What's gonna get me spitty? I was chewing tobacco. So she takes off her pants, and I'm like, whoop-a-ting, whoop-a-ting, whoop-a-ting. Because that's the noise it makes when you spit tobacco. There's literally no drawbacks whatsoever, except for cancer, or our genitals. Oh man, I just thought of something I gotta add to my bucket list. I want to stab somebody so bad. Every night I'm walking out to my car and these homeless guys are gonna ask me for money. I'm just hoping they're gonna get feral, I'm walking out there, just like, hey there, son, can you spare some change? I'm like, no, is that gonna be a problem? Say it'll be a problem, homeless guy. Come on. He's like, no, God bless you anyway. It's like, you're an asshole. I'm trying to finish my bucket list, dude. I was hanging out with my therapist. And she's like, Nam, you're so crazy. I'm like, girl, I wish I was crazy sometimes. There's gotta be some fun, like, insanities, neurological disorders out there, Like, what if whenever I'm not talking or eating, I'm just constantly doing this? Oh, that would spice up my life so much. That makes things so much more exciting, man. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get a job interview or something. I'm walking in. Yeah, my name's Nam. It was a pleasure to meet you, too. Sit down here, cool. Dude's like, so Nam, why do you want to be an ice cream man? Well, I'm good at licking stuff. And I really like kids. You guys are awesome tonight. Once I fix this and get off stage. It's good enough. Eric's coming back. Oh, my name is Nam Hood. Yeah.
One more time for Nam Hood.
You are no longer my friend. This is bullshit.
Oh no! It's on limp!
Bet that doesn't happen during your filthy 50s, right? Huh? Yeah! Alright, you